Hello everyone, I'm Mochora. Today we are discussing about class 11 physics chapter number 4. In this chapter we will discussing about the uniform circular motions. So when object flow through the circular path at a constant speed at the moment motions of object is called the uniform circular motions. Okay, so it means uniform circular motion, it means that whenever the path object will be flow through the circular path, this is called the uniform circular motions. The word uniform refers to the speed which is uniform constant through the motions. So it means that the speed is uniforms are there. So suppose an object is moving with a uniform speed. V is the circle of radius r. So in figure in the next slides I will show you. Since the velocity of the object is changing continuously in the directions, the object undergoes the accelerations. Let the find the magnitude and the direction of these accelerations. Now see here, there are the figures are there. So see here, this is our C center of that circular path, and the r dash, it is our vector of the p dash, and the r is vector of p. So if we are taking that the displacement vector due to this phenomena p to p dash, it will be gives us to the value of delta r. So see here, we are there are the value of delta r, it is equals to, see here, there are the we are making that the value of v dash, this is our v dash. Okay, see there, this is our v dash and this is our v. So on that time we are adding these two phenomena are there, so we will get that the delta v dash. Okay, there are, see here, that the we have get that the delta v dash of editing of this phenomena, we will get that the delta v dash. So we will get that the a, c here, I g h, this is our, like, another triangles are there, we will be making the angle is theta are there between them. See here, it is this and this phenomena will get that making that the delta theta angles are there. So this is our delta v. So v dash v, and so I g h, it is equal, it is making the v dash and v, it will be making that the delta theta, and the value of v is that the delta v. So see, this is our basic phenomena is that. Now let R and R dash be the positions of vector V and V dash object when it is point P and P dash shown in figure. So by definition, velocity at point along the tangent at that the point directions of motion, the velocity vector V and V dash are shown in figure. Okay, so see here, this is our figure. C1 A1 is shows that the value of delta V is obtained figure using the triangle law of vector additions. Okay, it is, we will get that the, what we will get, see here, we are getting that the value of 8. See here, this is our another figures are there. So we are obtaining the figure using the triangle law of vector additions. Due to this vector additions, since the path is circular, v is perpendicular to r and the v dash and v r dash, therefore the delta v is perpendicular to, see here, there the delta v dash is delta v is perpendicular to the delta r. So the delta v is perpendicular to delta r. Since that average acceleration is along that, the delta v, it is equals to a bar, it is equals to delta v by delta t. What is that? Delta v, a bar, it is equals to delta v by delta t. So the average acceleration a bar is perpendicular to, see here, we will get that the value of a bar, so it is perpendicular to the delta r. So if we place on the lines that beats angle between r and r dash, we see in that its directions towards the center of circle. See here, there are the, it is directions of center of circle. So in this figure, on that time whenever it is perpendicular, it is the perpendicular to delta r. If we place delta v in the line of uh, line of this phenomena, line of that bisects the triangle R and R dash, we see that these directions toward the center of circle. Figure, see in this figure show the same quantities of for a smaller time interval delta V, and hence A bar is again direct towards the centers. Okay, towards directed towards the centers. In figure C here 4.19 C, towards the center. So see, a delta t tends to 0. Okay, whenever the delta t tends to 0, the average accelerations become the instantaneous accelerations, and it is direct toward the center. So thus we find that the accelerations of object uniform circular motions is always direct toward the center of circle. Let us now find the magnitude of the acceleration. So now see here, the accelerations is that the magnitude of the a is a by the definition given by the 8 is equals to, we have already known about that, the 8 is equals to acceleration, 8 is equals to limit delta t tends to 0. So delta v by delta t, let the angle between the positions vector r and r and r dash. So is the delta theta. Now, but see here, the delta t tends to 0, delta r becomes to the r delta r become perpendicular to the r. In this limit, delta v tends to 0, consequently also perpendicular to v. See here, there are the delta v tends to 0, it means, see here, delta r tends to 0, it means it becomes to the perpendicular to the path, and delta v tends to 0, it is also perpendicular to this delta, perpendicular to the v. So therefore the acceleration is direct towards the centers at each point of the circular path. So see here, there is r b delta theta, since the velocity vector v and v dash are always perpendicular to the positions vector. The angle between them is delta theta. See here, the angle between them is delta theta. So therefore the cpp dash, see here, cpp dash is gives that the from the positions vector, and the triangle, see there are the cpp dash, it making the delta theta and the delta theta, and also VHF formed by the vectors v dash vector, c here v and v dash vectors in delta v are similar. So therefore the ratio of base length of the to the sides of for the triangle is equals to that of other triangle. So it is equals to, if you are taking that the r upon r dash, otherwise delta r by capital R, obviously. So delta r by capital R, or also the delta v by delta v by v. So they both the equal, both the triangles are, if we are taking that the both the triangles have delta theta values are there, so we are taking that the ratio is always same due to the triangles law. So what is that? Now delta v by v, it is equals to delta r by r. So this will be put at this here. So delta v, it is equals to v into delta r by r. But we know that the what is that, therefore the delta a tends to, we know about that the accelerations, it is equals to delta a limit delta t tends to 0, delta v by delta t. But limit delta t tends to 0, where we are here we have values of that delta v is equals to v into delta r upon capital R into delta t. So we will get the value of v and r, it is a constant terms are. So there are the, it is be coming from this limitations. So we will get that the v upon delta r, delta limit delta t tends to 0, delta r by delta t. But if delta t is small, so delta will be also be small, then the what is that arc is that pp dash can be approximately taken to be delta r is equals to v into delta t. So delta r upon delta t is equals to the v our velocity. So see here, the delta t tends to 0, it is equals to delta r by delta t, it is equals to v. So therefore the centripetal acceleration ac is given by AC is given by the V by R. We have already V by R, and also delta R by delta T is equals to V. So we will get that the V square by R. So thus the accelerations of object along moving with the speed V is circle of radius R has the magnitude of V square by R and is always direct toward the center. So this is why the acceleration is called the centripetal acceleration. This acceleration is known as the centripetal accelerations. So now A, through the analysis of the centripetal acceleration was the first published in a 1670 by the Dutch scientist Christian Huygens. Okay, but it was the probably known to the Newtons also some years earlier. The centripetal come from the Greek terms which means center seeking, since v and r the constant. So the magnitude of the centripetal acceleration is also constant. So however the directions change, positions always toward the centers. Okay, directions change, the positions always toward the center. Therefore the centripetal force is not a constant vector. Okay, centripetal acceleration is not a constant vector. So we have another way describing the velocity and the acceleration of object in a uniform circular motion as the object move from p to p dash in the same in the time delta t delta t is equal to t dash minus t. So the line cp in figures in previous figures, the turns the angle delta theta as shown in figure. Delta theta is called the angular distance. Okay, it is also known as the angular distance. So we define the angular distance omega, Greek letter omega. So the time rate of change of angular distance omega, it is equals to delta theta by delta t. So this is the angular displacement. See, the omega is known as the angular displacement. It is delta theta by delta t. So now the if the distance traveled by the object during the time delta t is delta s, pp dash is delta s, then what is that? Delta S upon delta T. But delta S it is equals to R into delta, but delta S it is equals to R into delta theta. So R into delta theta is equals to R it is equals to delta C here, R into delta theta. So the V it is equals to R into delta theta by delta T, but delta theta by delta T is equals to omega. So we can represent the V it is equals to R into omega. So we can expect the centripetal acceleration is in terms of the angular speed is that what is that A is AC is equals to V square upon R, but V square is upon R is equals to omega square R square divided by the R. So R will be cancelled out. So AC is that the omega square into R. So the time taken by an object to make an revolution is known as the time period T, and the number of revolutions made in the 1 seconds is called the frequency. So frequency V it is equals to 1 by T. So however during this time the distance moved by the object is as it is equals to 2 pi r. So therefore V is equals to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r upon T. So it is equals to 2 pi r into V. So the terms of frequency is that nu we have 2 pi r into V, otherwise nu it is equals to 2 pi r into V. So frequency it is known as the nu it is this phenomena is called that the nu. This is the not a value of v, but it is a nu. Okay, so it is a Greek symbols are there. So nu it is equals to 2 pi into r into v. So AC it is equals to 4 pi square v square into r. So this is our uniform circular motions equations. Also this is our circular path derivations. Okay, so if you can't understood in this lecture,